It was definitely a big fight field tonight. Arguably the biggest rematch in boxing history. Arguably Mayweather Marcos 2. Now, the first fight these two guys had, it was compelling, it was intriguing, and it was close. This one was definitely physical, and there were traces where it looked like Marcos was going to take down Mayweather, but that fury came to an end because it turned into desperation and deliberation. Mayweather had him on the ropes for a majority of this contest. As the minutes went on, as the clock ticked down, there was a lot of desperation on the part of Marcos as he would resort to actually biting Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, I don't know why he did that, but once again, the urgency was there. It was getting very tense. There was shoves, there was pushes. The cornerman getting involved. I mean, it was getting very tense between these two. Like I said, I think the first fight was definitely better, and it was more compelling. It was more intriguing. This fight, I mean, it delivered to a certain degree, but it definitely could have been a lot better. I mean, we're going on 11 rounds. We're at the 11th round right now. And like I said, there was a few shots of brilliance in this contest. I'm not going to come on here and say it was complete and utter boring. I mean, there were some highlights. But obviously, Floyd Money Mayweather, once again, proves why he is one of the all-time greats. And I'm saying this as it's going on live. We just saw a nice right upper hand by Floyd. Like I said, he has his guys figured out. There's a method to his madness. He's thinking while he's in that ring. That's why Floyd Money Mayweather is going to go down as one of the all-time greats in the industry. And it's like I said, it's very arguable to say that he's one of the greatest of all time. When you talk about all the legends and all the people that have come before him. Like I said, in one of the biggest rematches, I definitely expected it to be a lot more competitive, especially going off of what we saw the first time these guys went around. But you know what? Sometimes the picture isn't always that clear, and you're expecting one thing and then you get something completely different. Like I said, Marcos definitely proved that there was desperation and urgency setting in there, and he just couldn't figure out a way to maneuver his way around Mayweather, just like a lot of people can't figure out Mayweather from what he's going to do 1 minute to the next. Like I said, he's the thinking man's boxer. He's always one or two jabs or punches or knockouts ahead of you, and then out of nowhere he'll come at you. So I mean, I'm trying to just be as in depth and thorough with this fight as I can, because I'm following the live updates, the live results, and like I said, Marcos, I don't know if he thought he was overconfident going into this fight. Maybe he underestimated just how good Mayweather is. Like I said, I think what happened in this one is Marcos got a little bit overconfident, a little bit overzealous, and this is where Mayweather can come in and take the shots when needed. The interesting thing I want to note up to this point is Floyd landed 149 of 277, while Marcos only landed 98 of 454. So that just shows you a little comparison, a little tail of the tape of what is going on in this fight. By all accounts, it was still a decent fight for what it was. Going into this, like I said, I had high expectations. I thought it was going to be, like I said, Mayweather's one of those guys that just when you think you have him figured out, he comes out with something different, something else. So we're gonna learn about it. It went all 12 rounds, which is a good thing. It went the distance, which when you're spending that much money on boxing, and Don King's taking those dollars away from you, who the hell the promoter is nowadays, I'm sure it's still him. You got to look out for what's going on, and you got to watch what you're spending. But at least when a fight goes all 12 rounds and these fighters give you exactly what they want and what you've expected from them, I mean, like I said, tonight it just seems like Mayweather was perhaps a few steps ahead of Marcos in this one. But we're about to find out the result of this, and I'm sorry I'm like all over the place. This is one of the first times I'm doing a big fight boxing review, so we're gonna get the official results here in just a few. Right now, the judge is looking at 117 to 110 on the card. The last round being Marcos' round 10-9. Just getting the scores here, getting it finalized. This is live reaction, live results. This will be going up to YouTube.com for all you boxing fans. This is pretty much a wrestling channel, but I do follow UFC and boxings on occasion, so that's why I do these kind of videos and uploads. Yeah, waiting in anticipation. What is it going to be? What will be the final result? Will Mayweather still be undefeated? Will it still be intact? Or is it going to come to an end tonight, a screeching halt for Mayweather? I'd be surprised if Mayweather didn't win this one, but right now, according to what I've been witnessing, what I've been reading, this you would assume it has to be Mayweather. Well, there you have it. Unanimous decision goes to Floyd Money Mayweather, as we all expected, but I don't think we anticipated it to be somewhat one-sided. I mean, like I said, we expected a different result. We expected the fight to be a lot different, but it is what it is. There's your fight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Sean Entertainment. I give this fight, it went the distance. It went all the rounds, so I'm proud of that. I mean, out of 10 stars, I'll rate it out of 10 stars. I'd say maybe a 6.5 out of 10, but it's a damn shame that it went under these circumstances, these terms, but sometimes, Mayweather is always on top of his game. Well, not sometimes, in his time, all the time. Who's back to the drawing board? Who can take out Mayweather? Who can knock him out? It's very hard to tell.